Welcome back, everybody. And now we're going to have our story time. Let's open our story door and see what's inside. Our story today is The Large Family, 5 Minutes Peace. But I'm actually going to read you 2 stories today, so we'll have the other one in a moment. First, we'll start off with 5 Minutes Peace. "5 Minutes Peace" by Jill Murphy. The children were having breakfast. This was not a pleasant sight. Look at the breakfast table, guys. What can you see on it? Mrs. Large took a tray from the cupboard. She set it with a teapot, a milk jug, her favourite cup and saucer, a plate of marmalade toast, and a leftover cake from yesterday. She stuffed the morning paper into her pocket and she sneaked off towards the door. Can you see Mrs. Large in this picture? Can you spot a bowl on an elephant's head? Can you spot an elephant toy? Can you spot some tea? And some spoons that you were counting today for me? Well done. Good job, you. Where are you going with that tray, Mum? Asked Laura. To the bathroom, said Mrs. Large. Why? Asked the other 3 children. Because I want 5 minutes peace. From you lot, said Mrs. Large. That's why. What did she want? 5 minutes peace. Tell me again, what did she want? Well done, you. Let's see, does she get her 5 minutes peace? Can we come? Asked Lester as they trailed up the stairs behind her. No, said Mrs. Large, you can't. What shall we do then? Asked Laura. You can play, said Mrs. Large, downstairs by yourself. And keep an eye on the baby. I'm not a baby, muttered the little one. Can you see a stairs? Can you see a pot of tea? Can you see a bowl and a picture? And can you see a newspaper? Well done. What was she looking for? 5 minutes peace. So Mrs. Large ran a deep hot bath. She emptied half a bottle of bath foam into the water, plonked on her bath hat and got in. She poured herself a cup of tea and lay back with her eyes closed. It was heaven, she thought. Can you see a bath? Can you see you see a pot of tea? What was she looking for? 5 minutes peace. You say it for me. What was she looking for? Well done, you. Can I play you my tune? Asked Lester. Mrs. Large opened one eye. Must you? She asked. I've been practicing, said Lester. You told me to. Can I please, just for 1 minute? Go on then, sighed Mrs. Large. So Lester played. He played Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star 3.5 times. Do you know that song? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. Well done! You can practice that song today. So as Lester played, Mrs. Large listened. Does she look happy or sad? Can you spot a pot of tea? Can you spot a cup and a saucer? Can you spot a recorder? Well done. I think you're very good book detectives. Book detectives have to spot lots of things in books, and you're doing a great job. Well done, book detective. What are you? A book detective? What are you? Yes, yes, we can be book detectives. Well done, you. Now, in came Laura. Can I read you a page from my reading book? She asked. No, Laura, said Mrs. Large. Go on, all of you, off downstairs. You let Lester play his tune, said Laura. I heard you like him better than me. It's not fair. Oh, don't be silly, Laura, said Mrs. Large. Go on then, just 1 page. So Laura read. She read 4.5 pages of Little Red Riding Hood. Can you see Laura reading her book? What did Mrs. Large want? 5 minutes peace. What did she want? In came the little one with a trunk full of toys. For you, he beamed, flinging them all into the bath water. Thank you, dear, said Mrs. Large weakly. Can you spot a rubber ducky? Can you spot Mrs. Large, her lovely bath hat? Can you spot a bus and a car? And can you spot a tap? Well done, book detective. Well done, you. What did Mrs. Large want? 5 peace. Well done. Can I see the cartoons in the paper? Asked Laura. Can I have the cake? Asked Lester. Can I get in with you? Asked the little one. Mrs. Large groaned. Can you spot Mrs. Large? Can you spot a little elephant? How many elephants are on this page? What did Mrs. Large want? 5 minutes peace. Shout it out, I can't hear you. Good job. In the end, they all got in. The little one was in such a hurry that he forgot to take off his pyjamas. Imagine going into a bath with your pyjamas. How many elephants can you see in the bath? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you spot a cup and a saucer in the picture? Good job, book detective. Good job. What did Mrs. Large want? 5. Well done. Mrs. Large got out. She dried herself. She put on her dressing gown and she headed for the door. Where are you going now, Mum? Asked Laura. To the kitchen, said Mrs. Large. Why? Asked Lester. Because I want 5 minutes peace from you lot, said Mrs. Large. That's why. Can you see Mrs. Large getting out of the bathroom? What else can you see on the picture? Come on, book detectives, tell me what you can see. I heard you shouting a teapot, some rollers, and a towel, and 3 elephants with their mommy elephant. What did Mrs. Large want? 5. Well done. And off she went downstairs, where she had 3 minutes and 45 seconds of peace before they all came down to join her. Look at her sitting down having her peace. What can you spot on the picture? Well done, book detectives. What was Mrs. Large having? She wanted 5 minutes peace, but she got 3 minutes and 45 seconds. That's how long you have to do your deep breaths today, for 3 minutes and 45 seconds. After a little while, Lester, Laura, and little baby elephant came down and made a little band. The end of the story. Well done, book detectives. And what did Mrs. Large want? 5 minutes peace. See you later.